Hi, my name is Sarah Hillis, and today I'm going to teach you two different ways of counting. So we're going to learn two different counting techniques. One of them we're going to use a 10 frame, which is this right here, and then another one is going to be called skip counting. So first we'll talk about the 10 frame. So this is a 10 frame. It has 10 boxes. So this represents the number 10. And this helps students because 10 is a pretty basic number. So we're going to use what is called double color counters, and we're going to use these to fill our 10 frame. One side is red and one side is yellow. So first we're going to start off by telling our students that when the 10 frame is filled, the number 10 is represented. So we can count this and we can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So when you're working with younger students, a lot of the times if you tell them, I want you to take away 3, and what number does that give me? A lot of the times they're going to have to go back and recount all of them instead of just saying, oh, that gives you 7. So we'll recount them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is a 10 frame, and that helps students start off with the basic numbers, counting 1 to 10. The next one we're going to do is we're going to do skip counting. And the manipulatives I have here to do skip counting, I have these colored blocks. And for this lesson, we're going to do skip counting by twos. So I have these blocks, and each one's a different color. However, I had to reuse some of the colors. But I've paired each one up into twos. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So here we can count by twos because it's easy for the students to see that there are two manipulatives here. So they can go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So this helps students not have to be like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's basically just a quicker way of counting. Let me grab a sheet over here. Another manipulative you can have that can help students visualize this can be a hundreds chart. And this is easy for students to make the connection between skip counting because you can see the columns. If we go here, we have 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. And if you can see, all of the even numbers make rows. So it goes 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So to review, we learned how to count using a 10 frame with double color counters. We also use manipulatives such as these color blocks to learn skip counting by 2. And we also learned that we can use 100 charts to show students that you can make the connection between two even numbers for skip counting, like 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. This can also be used for odd numbers. You don't just have to do it with even numbers, because as you can see, it's 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. However, I chose even numbers because it's easier to match or to make a reference with. Most students will learn 2, 4, 6, 8 before they'll learn 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Hello, my name is Sarah Hillis. Today we're going to be talking about addition and subtraction, and I'm going to teach you two different methods to do this. Our first method is going to be a number line, and the addition problem I'm going to do is going to be 100 plus 45. So on my number line, I'm going to count by fives. So I'm going to start here at 100. I'm going to go 105, 110, 115, 120, 125, 130, 135, 140, 145, 150, 155, 160. And then we can go back and we can label all those. However, you can label them as you go, but as a time saver, you can draw your hash marks and then come back and label. And I chose to go by fives because each number, the number 100 and the number 45, can be multiples of 5. So now we're going to add 45 to 100. And we're going to do this by making bridges. So I'm going to start here at 100, and I'm going to add bridges of 5. So we have plus 5, plus 5. So now we have plus 10, plus 15, plus 20. Oh. Now these are called bridges, so if we count, we have plus 5, so it's 105, 110, 115, 120, 125, 130, 135, 140, 145. So now if we come back up to our addition problem, we can tell by using a number line that 100 plus 145, or plus 45 is 145. Pause it. Okay, next we're going to do a subtraction problem using a number line. Our subtraction problem is going to be 80 minus 23. So I'm going to draw on our number line, and I'm going to count by tens for this one. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So now when you're doing subtraction, you're going to start from the right side and you're going to go to the left. So we're going to start here at 80 and we're going to count by tens. And we're going to go bridge minus 10 to 70. Another bridge of minus 10 to 60. And that equals 20. So far we've bridged 20. So now we have to subtract 3. And I'm going to make individual hash marks here. I'm going to add one here because I ran out of room. Okay, so now we're going to make a bridge of minus 3. And that equals 23. And we are stopped at 57. So using the number line, we can go back up to our subtraction problem and we can tell that 80 minus 23 equals 57. Okay, so the next method we're going to use for addition and subtraction is going to be using base 10 blocks. And so here I have my bag of base 10 blocks. And first we're going to talk about what each of these represents. So here I have what's called a flat, and this flat represents 100. And if you break these down individually, you have rods, and these rods represent 10. And so as you can tell, each one of these flats has 10 rods in it. So then if you break down a rod into each individual piece, you'll have a unit. And this is a unit, and so there's 10 units in a rod, as you can see. Okay, so for our first problem, our first word problem is, Amy is having a birthday party for her son. She is making homemade cupcakes for each guest. Amy has 34 cupcakes so far. 14 more guests RSVP. How many total cupcakes does Amy need? So from reading that math problem, we can tell that it's going to be 34 plus 14. So now we're going to make our numbers using base 10 blocks. So here's 10, 20, 30, and then we need 1, 2, 3, 4. So then we have 34. This represents 34. And then we're going to make 14. So this is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So if we take our base 10, we can see that we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. So now we can tell that from the word problem by using our base 10 blocks that Amy is going to need 48 cupcakes. So now let's do a subtraction problem. The problem is the puppy store has 15 Labrador Retriever puppies. 7 of the puppies have found their forever homes. If the store had 15 puppies and now 7 are gone, how many puppies are left? So we're going to use our base 10 blocks, and we are going to make 15 to start off with because the store had 15. So this is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So now 7 have found their forever homes. So we're going to come back and get 7 units. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now when we take 15 out of 7, how are we supposed to take 7 out of this block? What we'll need to do first is we'll need to break this up into 10 different units. So we're going to take this 7, take this away, and we're going to add 3 to this 7. So as you can see now, I have replaced this rod, which represents 10, with 10 separate units. So now to make it easier, we have 15 units here. And to show that, I can count them for you. This makes it easier so that when your kids are using these, they can individually take away 7. So I'm going to count them and then I'll take away 7. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So this represents the 15 puppies that the store started off with. Now we're going to take away 7 that have found their forever homes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Using base 10 blocks, we now know that the puppy store has 8 puppies left to sell. So to review, I have taught you how to add and subtract using base 10 blocks as well as a number line.